All right, y'all. So welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about 10 things that your dad should have taught you, your father should have taught you, or whoever's in that father figure in your life should have taught you, okay? Now, again, I make videos for my youngest that's between the ages of 16 up until 22, 24-ish. So a lot of times the things that I say are usually the first time they're hearing it. So a lot of these are kind of basic. You might have heard these before. But these are kind of one of the things that I want to go over again to make sure you guys know them. Okay, so I'm not gonna waste y'all time. Let's get into it. So right. So the first thing your dad should have taught you is to fear God. Not really much of a surprise because, like I said, God teaches you through life. The Bible is like a life book. You know what I mean? So when you fear God, naturally certain things you're not gonna do or you're gonna fall into. Okay. So the first thing your dad should have taught you is to fear God. Okay. Very important. Now, the next thing that your dad should have taught you is to, when you walk into a room, you have to command the respect of the whole room. Right? I'm going to give you an example, right? So let's just say, for example, you walk into a room and there's 10 men there, right? Or maybe there's 10 men and 3 women, whatever it may be. But out of that 10, you only know one person. Don't walk in there and salute or speak to just that one person or just greet them. You walk into a room, you salute the person you know, and you go around and you salute everybody else. If it's 10 men, you shake the 10 men's hands, including your friend. If let's just say it's about 8 men and 2 women, again, you shake the men's hands and you say hello to the ladies. You could even shake the ladies' hands. You know, it's not a big deal as long as you recognize them or you acknowledge them. It's very disrespectful and rude when you walk into a room and you only know one person and you only salute just that one person. Normally, when you walk into a room, period, you're supposed to just salute everybody, just so you know, like, I'm here, my presence is here. Okay, it's a respect thing. And again, as a man, it just makes everybody feel at ease. Okay. Number 3, the third thing your dad should have taught you is never have your back turned to an exit or a door. Doesn't matter. If you're at a restaurant, as soon as you walk in, the first thing you're making sure is, okay, where am I going to sit? And if where I'm sitting is my back turned to the door. Personally, I'm not going to lie to you. If I'm at a place and my back is turned to the door, I naturally feel uncomfortable. Okay. The reason you don't want that to happen is because as a man, survival is important. You have to know every exit that's in the location, just in case something happens, God forbid, and you gotta dip, you gotta make a run for it. That's one. And 2, because when you're looking at the entrance or the door or whatever it may be, you could see everybody that comes in. So God forbid a shooter walks in and he's mentally ill, he's pretty much fed up with life and he's ready to just shoot the place up. You could recognize as soon as that person walks in, okay, well, I gotta kind of have a game plan now, or I know who's in here now. Okay, never have your back turned to a door. Number 4, the fourth thing your dad should have taught you is to trust nobody. I'm gonna say it again. The fourth thing your dad should have taught you is to trust nobody. I don't care if you guys have been friends since elementary school, since you were born. I don't care how long y'all known each other. You don't fully trust anybody in this world, okay? You could tell them certain things, but up until an extent. Don't tell them every detail about your life. Don't tell them your deep, darkest secrets and desires, okay? Don't tell them your biggest plans, okay? You should have that level of boundaries with them to where you tell them and you speak on things, but you don't give them everything about your life. And it goes beyond that too, because people change, man. You feel me? You might know somebody for 8 years, and then on the 9th year, they switch up on you. So now for those 8 years, you've been blabbing your mouth, telling your secrets and telling everything. But on the 9th year, they turn against you. And now they know everything about you. So if they were to go to war against you, they know who you are. Kind of like, the devil betrayed God and Judas betrayed Jesus. Trust no one. Okay. All right. So number 5, the fifth thing that your father should have taught you is be a man of your word. I'm not gonna go too much into that because it's a given. Don't be a man when you say you're gonna do something and you don't do it. That's weak in my eyes. And I don't respect men who don't stay to their word. Because in this world, there's only one thing you can truly control, and that's your word. Your house situation, your car, those things you can't really control them, or you can't control what happens to them. But your word is the only thing you have control over. Because once you give your word, only you have the control to make it happen or follow through with it. Don't say you're going to do something and don't do it. And this also applies to yourself. Don't say you're going to work out 3 days a week and you don't do it. Let's just say a circumstance happens, whatever it may be, life, okay. But find a way to still hit those milestones that you made to yourself. Same thing with other people. Don't tell somebody, yeah, I'm going to help you out with that. Then when the time comes, you don't do it, okay? Number 6, the sixth thing your dad should have taught you is if you owe somebody, pay them back. If you owe somebody money, pay them back. You feel me? Because when you needed it, they handed it, they just gave it to you. But now it's time to pay back. You're giving them the runaround. That's weak. And again, I don't respect men like that. You feel me? Because again, if you owe somebody, pay them back. If you owe the bank, pay them back. If you owe on your credit, pay them back. If something happens to where, let's just say you were going to pay them on Friday, but something happens, let them know, hey, bro, something came up. I won't be able to pay you back. And then you work out a date to where you can pay back. Be a man, pay your dues. All right, so number 7. The 7th thing that your dad should have taught you is always wear a tank top under your shirts. This, you might not think this is important, but it's extremely important. Now, as a man, if you're wearing like a shirt, I don't care how defined your chest is. I don't care how big your chest is, your shoulder. I don't care. Wear a tank top underneath your shirt, okay? Because when you do, it makes you have that full look. You feel me? It gives you that it kind of makes your chest pop out more. It makes you look cleaner too. It makes you look a lot cleaner. And God forbid something happens to where you got to take your shirt off, emergency or whatever it is. Now you walking around with your shirt off. And again, if that's what you like, that's you. But the kind of men that I'm teaching here are not men like that. Okay, wear a tank top underneath your shirt. All right. So the 8th thing that your father should have taught you is to keep your face clean. I've talked about this before. Now, when I say keep your face clean, it's pretty much to do nobody wrong, okay? Don't intentionally do somebody wrong or try to snake them out or slime them out, backdoor them, whatever term you want to call it. You feel me? Be a good man. Be solid. You feel me? Because it gets you much further in life. Yeah, there's going to be people that play around with you when you're a good man and you solid. But their karma, they reap what they sow. Okay? So don't go around stealing from people, robbing people, lying to people, and doing all these things. Be a good man. Okay, keep your face clean. And it's important too, because when your face is clean and you have no enemies, you can go anywhere without looking over your shoulders. Okay? Not only that, but when you're good to people, when you're in a pinch or when you're in trouble, people always look out for you. Okay? The thing is, when you snake people out or you backdoor them, whatever it is, you burn a bridge. Because that person that you backdoored, let's just say now you're in some kind of situation and that's the only person that could help you. Now, how do you look going back to that person? Hey, bro, I need your help. You know what I mean? It's ugly. So keep your face clean because you never know what's going to happen in life. Life is unpredictable. Okay? All right, so the 9th thing that your dad should have taught you if he didn't, always stand when you're shaking somebody's hand. Okay? Let's just say you're sitting down and another man comes up. Hey, how you doing, man? Don't sit down and shake his hand and he's standing up. That's disrespectful. Stand up, shake his hand, and make eye contact. Have a firm handshake. So stand up first, have a firm handshake, and look at him in the eyes. Hi, hey, how you doing? Okay? That's important because, again, the kind of men that I'm teaching here, I'm pretty much teaching them to be gentlemen. Gentlemen, good men, and God-fearing men. Okay? Now, as a man, you have to be sturdy. Other men have to respect you. If they come in and they're trying to shake your hand and you just sitting down and you have this weak handshake or this flimsy handshake and you scared to make eye contact, they're going to look at you as weak. Let me tell you something, man. When a man meets another man, deep down in his thought, way back in his thought, his first initial thought is, can I take him one-on-one? Can I beat him up? I'm telling you that men are competitive. So if you have this weak handshake, you scared to make eye contact, automatically you're the weak one. Instantly. Okay? That's very important. All right, so number 10, the 10th thing that your dad should have taught you is, this is pretty much a given, but a lot of you might not know this, but always count money when it's given to you. Again, man, there's good people in this world, then there's people that's not good. There's gonna be always somebody to try to take advantage of you, which is why I say don't trust nobody. You might agree for something to be 200 and they gave you 150. Now you just take the money and walk away, and it's when you get home you realize I'm $50 short. Count money when it's given to you, man. Count it in front of them. Me, as a courtesy, if I'm paying somebody in cash, I count the money in front of them out of respect. And on top of that, I ask them to count it too. You feel me? Because I don't do bad business. You feel me? I always make sure I count it in front of them slowly too, so they can see my transaction. And I have them count it as well. Okay? So I'm gonna wrap this video here. I might have a part 2 to this video, because there's a lot more. You feel me? But let me know what y'all think. If you guys have any suggestions, put them down below. I'm out.